there is always that one game at the end of the schedule. That one game that means a little more than the others. It's that one game that for some reason is always a bit more physical and always against your most bitter rival. For those involved, it's more than just the last game of the season. It's a last chance. A last chance for late game heroics. A last chance for bragging rights. A last chance to make a statement before the madness begins. Big East basketball on the air this afternoon from the RAC in Piscataway, New Jersey. Round 2 of the Battle of New Jersey. The Seton Hall Pirates taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. A check of the Big East standings on this final day of the regular season shows that Seton Hall can get to win number 10 and move up a spot, possibly, in the standings for the Big East tournament. For the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, a chance for their best finish since they joined the Big East at 8-8 with a victory today. Hi again, everybody. Along with Branford Shell, I'm Dave Sims. So glad you could join us. We've got a good one today. And one of the featured players is Andre Barrett, the outstanding point guard for Seton Hall.
Andre Barrett was this week's co-player of the week in the Big East. He's a little dynamo. He knows how to manufacture his own shot. He's also outstanding in transition and can pass the ball. And don't leave him open because he can shoot the long-range three as well.
Andre Barrett's had a magnificent season and a magnificent career for the Seton Hall Pirates. He's out of Rice High School in Manhattan, 16 points a game. That's what he's averaging against Rutgers his last meeting, 20 points and 9 assists. Meanwhile, for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, a devastating team here at home. They've lost just once here in their home floor. They're led by the enigmatic Hervé Lamazana.
Hervé Lamazana is inconsistent, but he's very talented. He can score inside and out. He's a rebounder and a shot blocker, and is going to be an important factor in today's Big East match.
Hervé Lamazana's got great range, as does Quincy Douby. He could be the X-factor today as Rutgers tries to avenge an earlier defeat to the Seton Hall Pirates. Tip-off coming up next. This ESPN Plus game is brought to you by Hyundai. Only Hyundai has America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. Hyundai, win. Cooper Tire, proud to be the official tire of the Big East Conference. Cooper Tires, don't give up a thing. Pontiac, fuel for the soul. And by AT&T Wireless. Reach out on the wireless service America trusts. AT&T Wireless. We take it from Rutgers Pond inside to the RAC. And we are ready for the finale of the regular season here in the Big East Conference. Starting lineups for the Hall and Rutgers. And Rutgers going a little bit big today with Hill and Lamazana and Exani up front with Shields and Webb in the backcourt. Toney-El, Sweet, Whitney, Barrett, and Allen for the Seton Hall Pirates. The Pirates, their last 6 games have gone 3-3. Rutgers, 6-1 in conference games, a heartbreaker to Connecticut. And they're coming off a bitter loss, 71-70 against Virginia Tech earlier in the week. They had that game pretty much in hand. Meanwhile, Lewis Orr's ball club coming off a loss to Connecticut, 89-67, about 6 days ago. And he's done an outstanding job here with the Seton Hall Pirates. He was a victor over Rutgers earlier in the year on February 7th, 85-58. Gary Waters has achieved so many of his goals, and we are underway. Jim Burr, Mike Kitts, Will Bush, the officials. Rutgers on the attack first.
Seton Hall with solid man-to-man defense, one of the best in the Big East.
Key matchup is Marcus Toney-El, a defensive specialist on Lamazana. Here they are right here. Lamazana going for the first shot. Can't get it. He got fouled.
And I like what he did, Dave. Seton Hall came to double. He spun away from the double, got the shot off, and drew contact.
Lamazana put the first foul on Toney-El. Lamazana, 13.9 points per ball game. Decent free throw shooter, 67%. One of the better rebounders in the league. Boy, that was a little harsh, but it went down. He's 6th in rebounding and 2nd in defensive rebounding. Gary Waters really has done a fabulous job. He's got a winning record. They're going to go to the Big East tournament, and they want to go to a postseason tournament.
Well, you got 2 of the classiest gentlemen in coaching today, and they both reside now in the state of New Jersey.
Here's John Allen. Made himself into a real good player at Seton Hall. He's got that mid-range game that not many folks have. Barrett to Toney-El. They look down low into the post for Sweet. Nothing there. They go down low. Kelly Whitney jams with the right hand. Kelly Whitney second in field goals, 12th in rebounding, 7th in defensive rebounding, having an outstanding year.
Well, this is a guy who missed the first semester for academic reasons. Seton Hall is 14-6 since his return.
Shields down low to Lamazana. They run to double team him, and offensive foul. Jim Burr with the call said he used a little leverage, little hook job.
Well, you see here, Hill gets caught on the top side, and a good entry pass. Whitney with a good job of positioning himself between Hill and the basket.
Just underway here at the rack. One of the noisiest buildings in college basketball. Sweet down low. They beat the defense easily that time. 4-2 Seton Hall.
Well, John Allen curled on that little curl in the lane. On the catch, Sweet was open on a slip.
They go to Lamazana on the outside. Back to Shields. Shields shooting 40% from the field. 37-8 from three-point range. Irvay tees one up. Can't get it. Rebound Sweet. Andre Barrett does everything. What do we got? Traveling violation. Turnover.
And Andre Barrett got caught up with a little shake and bake. And Kelly Whitney got in his way. Barrett traveled.
Seton Hall's won 3 straight 4-5 in this meeting. Rutgers' last win in this series back in February 23rd of 02. Rutgers 4-2 in the rack here against Seton Hall. Both teams mid-pack. Here's Webb going to the basket. Well, I tell you what, Gary, what was talking to him earlier, really likes the way that he's a natural two guard, but has really made himself into a very productive point guard for this ball club.
Well, the one thing everybody talks about with Marquis Webb is that he's a leader, and he can do that more effectively at the point.
Here's the setup for Toney-El. Passes up the shot, slashes in, got nothing. Missed iron, Xandy rebounds. Stepping into the shot. Webb won't go. And rebound Allen. Barrett on a quick counter. Contact, they let him play. Travel again. Ooh, Jimmy Burr. I thought if anything might have been a bump, but he called him on the travel. They're gonna let him play.
Marquis Webb did a good job of using his body to stop the dribble. And Jimmy Burr hasn't called the travel. Well, Andre Barrett went to a 1-2-3 step right there, and Jim Burr right on top of it. Interesting day because in the first meeting,
oh, nice delivery, but he can't finish it. Webb.
Rutgers shot 5 of 24 from 3. Seton Hall does a good job of defending the 3. You can see they'll try to go inside early.
Obviously, that was Hill on that last attempt. Toney-El shoot it this time. Can't get it. Rebound. Let's see. It's going to go Rutgers ball. See, Andre Sweet knocked it out of bounds. Here's Andre, 6'6" junior out of Rice High School in New York, just like Andre Barrett. Teammates over there for championship ball clubs.
Seton Hall has done a great job of recruiting the New York, New Jersey area. And as people get to know Gary Waters, they will as well. They've got 2 good ones in Douby and Webb.
Shields with a lot of range on that one. Back rimmed it. Shields, a junior from Marlboro, Maryland.
Yeah, Rutgers, because they shoot so many threes, can be feast or famine. But they shoot the ball very well in their own building.
Rutgers puts it up 20 times on average from three-point range. Allen inside, got what he wanted. Took his man right to the hole. Seton Hall by 2. Webb to Shields, got it by Allen. Rutgers playing pretty effectively early on here, coming up. They just brutal loss at Virginia Tech. Shields for 2, and we're tied at 6.
John Allen played excellent defense, but Shields stepped back to create some space for his jump shot, knocked it down.
Toney-El has got it. Gets it over to Allen. Barrett on the curl will penetrate, stops and hits.
See, Dave, Adrian Hill has got to help on that curl. Last time he didn't help, Sweet was open on a slip.
Lamazana thinking about it. Finds a cutter, and it's stolen by Barrett. Trying to get it to Exani. Nice pass. Allen goes up. He got fouled by Webb.
Brian Nash, the assistant coach at Seton Hall, told me yesterday that foul line to foul line, Andre Barrett is unguardable. And you see a good example there of holding the ball until he sees John Allen clear the opening. He puts it right on the spot.
Lamazana picked up that last foul. John Allen from the Philadelphia area for Coatesville. And Adrian Hill will leave, and Byron Jones is in, a 6'9", 280-pound freshman from Baltimore. At the Towson Catholic, out at the Hope Hill Academy. Second free throw is good. Got our first media timeout, 15-19 to go first half. Seton Hall with a 4-point lead. Round two, the Battle of New Jersey. Seton Hall looking for the season sweep. Back with more in a moment. 4-point lead for the Seton Hall Pirates over the Rutgers Scarlet Knights here at the Rack in Piscataway, New Jersey. Along with Fran Frischella, I'm Dave Sims. And you can join us this afternoon for the regular season finale of these two clubs. The Big East tournament awaits Madison Square Garden, New York City next week. Or later on this week, I should say. And first go-around, Fran, now close.
Well, Seton Hall did an excellent job of defending the three-point shot. Rutgers shooting only 5 of 24 in that game. Seton Hall getting great balance with 5 players in double figures.
Seton Hall's won 3 straight 4-5 in this get-together. Lead the series all-time 24-19. Webb got a size advantage on Barrett. They post up with Lamazana, draws a double team. Boy, he walked, didn't he? Bigfoot moved a couple of times.
Well, you can see the strategy unfold for Seton Hall when Hervé Lamazana catches the ball inside. They're going to come double team him. And watch Lamazana, he lifts his foot up.
Down low, blocked by Exani, foul before. Exani, the senior, academic all-star as well. First foul. And third team on Rutgers, 1 for Seton Hall.
Sean Exani has been through the ups and downs of Rutgers basketball, but he's going out on a high note. He'll have 2 majors, one in economics, one in sports management, and has really enjoyed the experience of being around Gary Waters these last 3 years.
Marcus Toney-El good with the first free throw, 61%. Exani, one of those guys in a lot of places, they keep a hustle board up next to the scoreboard or opposite the scoreboard. And tell you what, anytime you come here, Exani's always filling it up, diving for loose balls, tipping balls, keeping possessions alive with back tips. They're taking the charge here and there.
When you understand your role, you can find playing time for a guy like that doesn't need the ball in his hands.
Exani posting up with a chance. Let him play. And Louis Orr, boy, Louis Orr is demonstrative as I've ever seen him, jumping off the floor, wanting the offensive foul. It's all over Will Bush. Stolen by Lamazana. They got numbers back the other way. Webb goes in. Nice job by Barrett to alert and not give up the foul.
Well, Marquis Webb, at the size and the strength, took it right at the rim. Andre Barrett saw the freight train coming, got out of the way.
Live for another chance. John Allen answers back with a triple. Well, John Allen's got 7, his first 3 of the afternoon. He's averaging 30% from three-point range. Shields tries to get it right back and does. My goodness.
Well, Ricky Shields likes this rack.
He is the quintessential streak shooter. Man, there have been some games here the last couple of years that have just been unbelievable. Allen took a hit again. Loose ball, Barrett's on the floor. Good hustle by Joins. Out of bounds on Seton Hall. It's going to be Rutgers' ball. Boy, Byron Joins keeps diving for balls like that. Greg Schiano, the football coach, is going to want to see him.
Well, this is guarded. That's the tough thing about that shot. John Allen right in Ricky Shields' face, but he's got a quick release. You know, coaches talk about not taking contested shots. sometimes you have to make semi-contested shots with guys flying at you, especially when you play a good defensive team.
So many teams put a high premium on defense. Quincy Douby and Joel Wiggin in the game for Rutgers, and here's Lamazana making it a one-point game.
Well, Hervé figured out that if you can get your shot off before the double team arrives, you're in good shape. That's the second time he's shaped up and shot over his defender.
J.R. Morris, number 4, is in the game for Seton Hall. They post up Whitney. And a little body check there by Byron Joins. His first. Team 4th for Rutgers.
Well, Kelly Whitney's got the quickness advantage on the bigger joint, so he squared up, faced the basket, and then used the dribble move to draw the foul.
Try a little pick and roll. Joins, leads ahead, but turns it right back over. A little bit too much lead on that one. Barrett gets a high pick. Takes the bump, sweep outside. He'll fire over the top. And a good rebound by Shields. I think he does a nice job in this guard position, just under 5 boards a game. Rutgers can take the lead on this possession. Joel Wiggin, no sir. J.R. Morris took it away from Joins. Wiggin missed a free throw in the final couple of seconds at Virginia Tech as Rutgers blew a 14-point lead the last time out. Allen. Andre Sweet with a lefty delivery. No rebound, Lamazana.
I don't think Louis Orr minds getting the ball back deep in the paint. Sweet's got to finish.
Big Byron goes up and got fouled. Barrett tried to snatch it out of his hands before he got it out. First foul on Andre.
Well, they ran a side pick and roll, and Joins' man went out to Lamazana because he can shoot the 3. No one slid inside to pick up the bigger Joins. Lamazana found him cutting to the basket.
6'9", 280. Byron Joins. And you know Gary Waters is in his recruiting class bringing in some more big folks next year. And for good reason, given the expansion of the Big East 2. Ooh, my goodness, 2 years from now. Joins just 51% at the line. But you better be able to have some folks up front at the 4 and 5 spot, because you're going to have some unbelievable battles. This conference is tough now.
Well, he does have some quality young players come in. Dan Waterstadt, big kid from Detroit. Ollie Bailey from Chicago. And, of course, the cornerstones of this rebuilding class are Webb and Douby. Two young local guys who look like they could be the backcourt of the future. Of course, Quincy Douby doesn't usually arrive until right now. Usually plays the last 12 minutes of each half.
And Jim Burr with a call off the ball. And forearm shiver. And it's going to be on Lamazana, his second. So score's tied at 14, 11:57 to go here in the first half. And Rutgers in trouble with one of its top players, in foul trouble with 2 already. $14-all in the second battle of New Jersey. Seton Hall and Rutgers in the regular season finale here at the Big East Conference. 11:57 to go. Watch the physical play left side. The referees establishing a tone. They'll let some things go, but not all things.
Well, out in the open like that, if you're Hervé Lamazana and you already have 1 foul, you can't take a chance and do that and hurt your team, because Gary Waters now lets you sit him down with just 2 fouls.
Grant Bill Myers in the game for Seton Hall, number 41. Hill is back in for Lamazana. He's number 4 for Rutgers in the white. Up top to Barrett. Lamazana on the bench with a second foul, 11:57 mark. Knocked out of bounds by Douby, that pass from J.R. Morris. Final day of the regular season. This is a great time of year now. We check out the Ameritrade scoreboard. And Florida and Kentucky in the SEC just underway. Connecticut, Syracuse, a Big East battle starting at 2. Andre Sweet with the putback. And that's the first offensive rebound of the game. That's for either team.
Andre Sweet recognizing with Barrett shooting that floater from the right side. Good chance that miss is going to come off long, and he's in the right spot. Those two guys that Dave mentioned played together in high school.
Douby has to go back cross court to Shields with 14 on the shot clock. Almost 9 minutes in here at Rutgers. Wiggin with 8. Shot clock going down. It's at 5. Exani's got to do something. The band counted it down for him. Boy, there was a push there. Hill got away with it. Andre Sweet almost ended up with the photon.
I hope he can play the trumpet because he was in the Rutgers band.
Billmeyer runs it down. Double dribble, give and go. Maybe Billmeyer got away with one, but he ends up with a bucket.
Well, right now, Rutgers has no inside scoring, so Shields and Douby are going to have to get something going.
Tough shot, fade away, no good. Rebound, Barrett. He got numbers, 3-on-1. Barrett going to take it all away. Put it up. Couldn't get it. Keep it alive. And here's Sweet. Put it up with the left hand and scores. And Seton Hall is out to a 6-point lead. Timeout, Rutgers.
Well, I think Gary Waters is not happy about his transition defense. Andre Barrett went coast to coast, but you got to assume the miss there. Seton Hall had more bodies in the lane on the miss, and Sweet was able to put it home. Great quickness in the open court by Barrett. Good job by Douby challenging with that long wingspan. But you see now, 3 blue shirts, only 2 Rutgers white shirts around, and Sweet cleans up the mess.
Boy, that replay's an indictment, isn't it? Gary Waters, let's see. Boy, that was a double dribble. My goodness. Not even close. Sweet with 6 points. 3 of 5 from the field, 4 boards. Seton Hall trying to rebound from a 35.6% shooting performance in its last game. It was a loss to Connecticut. Points in the paint, no contest right now.
Well, so many of those points in the paint are not post moves, but they come off the penetration of Andre Barrett.
Wiggin, Exani, Hill, Douby, and Shields right now on the floor for Rutgers. Man-to-man defense by the Hall. J.R. Morris, Billmeyer, Andre Barrett, Kelly Whitney, and Marquis Toney-El on the floor for the Pirates. Pirates have a pretty sizable contingent here, and it would be in the right behind the Seton Hall bench, all the way up in the Euchre seats. Grant Billmeyer will be his first. There's a look at the Seton Hall Pirate fans in the Euchre seats. Got to get as far away from the action as possible here in Iraq.
I think that's one of the reasons this is a great building, because there's a sea of red down below.
Traveling violation. Wiggin turned it over. 5 turnovers by Rutgers on this season. The Scarlet Knights average 14. They're 11th in turnover margin in the Big East.
Well, Seton Hall holding opponents to 39%. They play excellent defense. They put good pressure on the ball, particularly out front with their guards, Barrett and Allen.
Shields just took a rest, took a seat on the bench. Marquis Webb came in to get him. Billmeyer trying to operate. Barrett will fire a 3. Can't get it. 2 Pirates there to get it. Toney-El comes down with it. There's the setup to Whitney. Kelly with the jump half hawk. Nicely done. Kelly Whitney, second in the conference in field goal percentage.
Did a nice job of taking his time, sizing up where the help defense was, and was able to create a one-on-one opportunity.
8-0 run. Knocked out of bounds, keep it right here. Rutgers ball. Kelly Whitney, second only to Emeka Okafor in field goal percentage. Here's Kelly.
You see him catch it, look around, make sure no one's coming to double, and he gets good position in the lane. He's able to use that shoulder, that left shoulder, to get that jump hook off where it can't be blocked.
Came into today's game shooting 56.3% to Okafor 61-1. Douby, runner, got the roll.
That's one of the things, Dave, he's really worked on, because he's such a great shooter. He's got to be able to put it on the floor, and that time, nice soft release in the lane.
Donald Copeland in at the point now for Seton Hall in place of Barrett. Here's Copeland out of St. Anthony's High School. J.R. Morris, front rim no good. Exani with the rebound. So Rutgers with a chance now, down 6. 8.5 to go here in the first half. Douby over the top, missed iron. And Wiggin gets an easy rebound.
Well, Douby's not going to get a lot of open looks. You see Donald Copeland doesn't even help off of him right now.
Boy, almost a travel. Wigan, not a great shooter. Back rims that one. Joins, rebounds. Big fella goes in. Blocking, foul, Bill Meyer. How about Joins? He put that shoulder in, and you may want to give him a helmet. Standing 8 count here. That's his shoulder into the... Hey, now.
Well, you like the young guy's aggressiveness. Coaching staff said he plays much better at home than he does on the road.
Fairly typical of this ball club, right?
Yeah.
Can you put a handle on that? Let's do that in a second. Glad you could join us for Big East basketball along with Fran Fischella and Dave Sims. Second battle of New Jersey. Rutgers trying to even the score. They have blown out at the Meadowlands, 85-58. But why is it these last couple of years with Gary Waters here, this ball club has been almost strictly a home team?
Well, it's always been a great place. It's one of the great venues in college basketball. And Gary's put a very competitive team on the floor that plays hard with good kids, and the people have really responded to that.
They get Bill Meyer for the travel. So Bill Meyer turns it over. And we'll take a break, 7:50 to go. Seton Hall leading by 6 here in Piscataway. Welcome back, everybody. 22-16. Seton Hall over Rutgers at the 7:50 mark. Here at the rack. Time now for the Pontiac Top Performance of the Week. And a guy that not a lot of people know about. All he did was lead the Big East in scoring, Bryant Matthews of Virginia Tech. And congratulations to Bryant. Seth Greenberg.
Yep, they've
Hokies.
Won, and they've won 4 out of 5 coming down the stretch.
Hokies are going to be in the Big East tournament for the first and last time. Of course, they're leaving us to go to the ACC next year. That young man, Bryant Matthews, has been outstanding all year.
Almost 23 points a game. Seton Hall's going to switch to a little 2-3 zone here.
Webb with Exani, Wigan joins Douby and Exani on the floor right now for Rutgers. Biggest lead for the Hall has been 8 points. Turnover. Here's Copeland back the other way for Seton Hall. Copeland getting a pick from Whitney. Copeland with Morris, Whitney, Sweet, and Toney-El right now for Seton Hall.
Little diamond in one here on Morris, Dave. You see the zone and you see the one man guarding Morris.
Copeland over the top, can't get it. Tip is good. J.R. Morris got it.
Well, the one thing about playing a junk defense is you normally don't work on your rebounding scheme out of it. And they forced Copeland to take exactly the shot they wanted, but forgot to block out.
Morris a 10-point, 4-rebound guy. Wigan outside. They'll let him shoot. Down low joins. Kick it back outside. Douby penetrates, sets up Webb. That's a 3. Got it.
Well, you see the two freshmen we've talked about, Douby and Webb. That time it was Douby with the great penetration and the kick out. Created the easy opportunity.
Webb with 7 points. Got a 3 to his credit. There's the 3-point shooting. Neither team really lighting it up early on here.
There's the little diamond again. You see Morris is the man being guarded.
And a foul. It's going to go against Rutgers. A grabbing foul on Joel Wigan. And that'll be his first.
His first 16 foul.
16 fouls.
Number 1, Irving Lamazana. Number 2, Ricky Sheehan.
Lamazana's been on the bench since the 11:57 mark. He just came back in, and Seton Hall outscored Rutgers 10-5 during that stretch. Barrett just came in to relieve Copeland, and John Allen's coming back.
John Allen.
And he's going to pick up Marcus Toney-El. So they got some scorers out there for the Hall. Allen, Sweet, Morris, Whitney, and Barrett. I mean, 5 guys who can...
That's probably their best offensive group.
Boy, there's a hard shot there by Morris.
J.R. Morris is instant offense, but also instant transition.
Nice look by Hervé Lamazana for Exani, 24-21.
Well, there's part of that versatility we talked about. Hervé Lamazana, he picked up that second foul, so he had to sit, but a great look right there.
Rutgers fans making some noise, trying to get back into it, get their club back into it. Approaching 5.5 to go here in the first half. Only one home loss for Rutgers. A heartbreaker here to Connecticut. Out of bounds. They'll keep it right here with 9 on the shot clock. Good hustle.
Well, we've seen that kind of intensity all day long. Lamazana with a little head fake gets into the lane. And Sweet help up, and you never help up as a defender as you leave your man open on the baseline.
Barrett off the curl. That's a dagger there, boy. 27-21. Just when it looks like you have a good defensive stand going. Knocks down his first 3. He's got 5 points. Lamazana pull up. Line drive, a little too low on that one. Sweet gives it up to Barrett. Sweet, he took too many steps. Boy, the thought was there, though. Maybe the defender come right to him.
Exactly. They ran a screen and roll out top, and on the recovery, Sweet got a little anxious.
6 turnovers by the Hall. And lead by 6. J.R. Morris will get a ball. Marcus Toney-El back after about 30-second rest. There's a turnover situation to this point. Do you think the rest of the country has noticed what a good job that Louis Orr and Gary Waters have done here?
Yeah, I think so. Louis Orr is probably a little bit ahead. He had a little more to work with when he came in. But the great thing about it is, what we talked about, is they've started to establish very, very strong ties to the New York, New Jersey area. Dave, when you talk about programs like Seton Hall and St. Benedict's and Patterson Catholic and Rice, we're talking about some of the best high school programs in the country. St. Anthony's with Bob Hurley. And not only are you getting good players, but you're getting guys that are already very well coached.
Well put. Louis Horse out on the floor at the hash mark. Andre Barrett, that was his 2nd foul. So that becomes significant. It happened at the 4:46 mark. Lamazana wheels, deals, and they're going to get a foul before. They have reached the 1-and-1, 17th foul on the Seton Hall Pirates. They're calling it the 6th. We thought it was the 7th. We'll make our correction there, so 6 for both clubs. Sweet's first. Cross-court Webb. Yes, he did. Got a little too excited. Turned it over. Turnover number 6 for Gary Waters' ball club.
Well, the one thing about playing for Gary Waters, it gives you a lot of freedom if you're a guard. You've got to know how to take advantage of that. That time, Marquis Webb a little too quick shuffling his feet.
So Copeland back in. He's going against Douby. They find Andre Sweet. Set up Kelly Whitney. Backed his way in. Offensive foul. Kelly Whitney. Exani held his ground. Took a heck of a pop in the chest, too.
Kelly Whitney.
So Whitney picks up the foul. And that's his first. 6-point lead as we take a break. 3:55 to go. Whitney a little bit too strong inside that time as Exani held his ground. 6-point Seton Hall lead here at the Rec. 3:55 to go in the season finale, regular season finale, with the Big East Conference looming in a couple of days. And Seton Hall, what a luxury they have here with the 5 double-figure performers.
Well, they spread it around both inside and out, and then the luxury of having J.R. Morris off the bench. And Marcus Toney-El, 6th in scoring, is really the glue guy among the starters. Plays good defense, makes sure the ball keeps moving. And that's why Seton Hall has enjoyed some success this season.
Sean Exani must have gotten some blood on his uniform, so he had to switch uniform numbers, and he'll go to uniform number 25.
Dave, this is a good opportunity for Rutgers with Andre Barrett picking up those 2 fouls to do some damage with him out of the game right now.
Barrett picked up that 2nd foul at the 4:46 mark. Seton Hall's led by as many as 8. That's a big loss. Barrett, co-player of the week, along with Ryan Gomes at Providence in the Big East Conference.
Should be first team all Big East point guard. Had a great career as well.
Down low to Lamazana. He's got to be careful. He has 2 fouls. Exani, a rare tee up from deep. Rebound goes to Whitney.
Seton Hall has been relatively effective when they've doubled Lamazana quickly. forced him to give it up and make someone else beat him, and Exani not known for the long-range J.
Marcus Toney-El gives to Copeland. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Sweet, nice step up and under. Got it to go. He's got 8.
Well, he shot a soft ball with good rotation, and that deadens your shot on the rim and gives you that shooter's bounce.
Seton Hall, the number 3 scoring team in the Big East Conference. They've had an outstanding year. 9-6 in conference play. Rutgers number 10 in scoring. There's a pick for Lamazana. Douby's going to get a runner down the lane. No. Keep it alive. Ooh, I thought that was Rutgers' ball. I thought Sweet knocked it out of bounds, so the Hall gets a break.
Well, Seton Hall has done a very good job of taking away Quincy Douby's 3. He has actually gotten better at that little floater, but that time a little bit too difficult an angle. You don't want to shoot that ball going out of bounds.
Copeland sets up Toney-El. 2:20 to go here in the first half. Largest lead enjoyed by the Hall. Andre Barrett on the bench with 2 fouls. Douby and Sweet battle for it. Possession arrow will keep it right here.
Seton Hall possession.
Well, you can see the strategy of Lewis Orr trying to take advantage of Andre Sweet, trying to pick up that 3rd foul on Lamazana. Hervé did a good job of holding his ground.
It's a good battle. We're looking ahead to the Big East tournament. Is that going to be crazy or what?
Oh, man.
Got some terrific teams at the top and some capable teams in the middle of the pack. John Allen runner, no good. Lamazana rebound. Leads to Webb. Does a great job to avoid the charge. Shields a quick tee up. No. Rebound Douby. Layup. Got it.
It's always difficult to block out in transition. Shield shot came off hard. Quincy Douby just hanging around.
Quincy Douby off the bench, his 2nd field goal. Copeland outside. Allen steps inside. Tough shot. Ooh, how did he do that? He surprised the heck out of Kelly Whitney, but turned it over. That looked like Ray Allen winning the Big East tournament a couple of years ago. About 7, 8 years ago. He almost
96.
walked.
Yep.
Coming down the lane.
You'll see now, as he goes in the air, he's trying to make the play, but Jim Burr said his foot hit the ground before he could pass it.
What a catch by Lamazana. What a catch.
Well, it was a great look by Shields, but it looked like that ball was heading out of bounds. Lamazana looked like Spider-Man. It's a great retrieval.
That's why the Rack's one of the best venues. Fans starting to come to life here. And a 4-point game whistle way off the ball, and they're going to get Shields for a hold. His first. And those are momentum killers. Hey, stay with us at halftime. We will review the top 10 Big East plays of the year. We'll also look at top 25 in Big East scores and recap this first half.
You do not want to miss those top plays of the year.
There's some good ones.
Shooting 1-1.
John Allen at the line, same town that produced Richard Hamilton, the all Big East performer out of University of Connecticut, having an outstanding career with the Detroit Pistons. Same high school as well, Coatesville High School. John's good free throw shooter at 78%. Good trip, knocked him down, 31-25. 1 minute to go here in the first half. Douby, no hesitation, bingo. That's a 2. It's a 4-point Seton Hall lead.
Well, that wasn't fast speed. That was the way he gets that shot off. He's got a great release.
He ruined St. John's here earlier in the year with an unbelievable second half performance. Toney-El, no. Shields on the back of Allen with the foul. And for Ricky
Shields.
That'll be his 2nd.
That's his 2nd and the 8th team foul.
Shields with 2 fouls. Lamazana with 2. Marquis Webb with 1. Barrett in foul trouble with 2 for the Pirates.
And this might be a good opportunity to get Well, Ramazana is out. Good call by Gary Waters. Pick up that third one. I was looking around for him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because if you're playing against him, where do you want the ball to go? You want right at him,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Well, they've kept it close enough with Ramazana missing that middle part of the half that Gary Waters is satisfied now and will get the last shot of the half here, hopefully.
Down 6 are the Scarlet Knights.
Too many teams, Dave, are shooting the ball way too early at the end of the half. You don't want to give the opponent another crack at scoring. For Rutgers right now, you're going down 6, down 4, maybe down 3 if you hit a 3.
Webb backs it out. Shot clock is off, 18 on the game clock. Douby with the height advantage. They set up shield. He didn't need much room. Got it off. No, they keep it alive. They battle again. Exani. Hill beat his own teammate and scores! Adrian Hill. And a timeout called by Louis Orr with 4.6 to go. How about the strength of Adrian Hill? Because Exani's no weakling. And Hill took it away from him.
Well, he's a young man from Canton McKinley High School, known for football out there. You'll see Adrian Hill, who's come off back-to-back 11-point games this week, keeping it alive with great strength, and then the finish. And again, Ricky Shields shooting it quick. Let's see, here's a good example. While they score and cut it to 4, Seton Hall now does get a chance to get the ball back and score at the other end. They took that use it or lose it timeout. You're allowed 5 timeouts during the game. And if you don't use one in the first half, you lose it.
4.6 seconds to go. Andre Barrett's back on the floor.
I always told my players that you got 1 dribble per second on the clock. So right now, if Andre Barrett can catch it on the move, he's got at least 4 dribbles to get it up the court.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shot.
Got it.
Got a great look. Oh, did he get a look too? Good call, Fran. Allen with 11 points to lead the way for Seton Hall in 2 for 4 shooting. Gary Waters Ball Club down by as many as 8, close to within 4 here at the half. This is a great rivalry. The emotions running high here in New Jersey. Rutgers trying to avenge an earlier blowout while Seton Hall going for the sweep. 33-29. Seton Hall halftime coming up next.
This is Douby. Quincy Douby with the ball. Ramazana for 3. Was that ever a money shot? Unbelievable. Simply unbelievable.
4-point Seton Hall lead as we're moments away from starting the second half at the Rack in Piscataway, New Jersey. Big East basketball on the air. Fran Fraschilla, Dave Sims. Pretty good first half by the Pirates. Got up to a couple of 8-point leads, really asserting themselves at the offensive end.
Well, they really did. And on the defensive end, they held Rutgers, Dave, to 2 for 10 from 3, which has been Rutgers' Achilles heel in both contests so far.
Right now, let's take a look at the Hyundai first half highlights. And we start with Andre Sweet of the Seton Hall Pirates.
Well, Andre Sweet, an undersized power forward, but he uses his quickness and mobility inside. And here you see the nice spin move against Ramazana, the soft touch and a soft bounce. Ramazana on the other end, great hands, great catch, nice finish, and then the pass ahead to the freshman Marquis Webb, who had an outstanding first half.
Andre Barrett got in foul trouble late. There's Allen knocking down a 3. Good-looking ball club, the Seton Hall Pirates. They lead by 4. When we come back, we'll get started with the second half. Pirates trying to sweep Rutgers for the season. Part of the fervor here at the Rack in Piscataway, New Jersey, as we're about to start the second half. Seton Hall with a 4-point lead over Rutgers. We check out the first half statistics. It was 46% shooting for Seton Hall, 42-9 for Rutgers. Neither team really lit it up from 3-point range, Fran. It's a struggle for both clubs. +4 for Seton Hall in the rebounds, and points in the paint +6. Allen, your leading scorer, with 11. In fact, the only double-figure scorer in the game.
Well, these two teams defend the 3-point shot as well as anybody in the Big East this year, and you can see why. 4 for 18 both ways. That's a little more dangerous for Rutgers because they need some inside scoring from Ramazana.
Ramazana just 4 field goal attempts. He'll be the first one to start it, then he'll shoot a couple at the line.
Well, that was interesting, Dave, because we saw all first half Seton Hall running the second defender at Ramazana on the catch. That time he had plenty of room one-on-one and was able to get inside the paint.
Yep. Kelly Whitney just picked up his second foul. See, just the 4 attempts in the first half for Irving. Boy, he's provided some memorable moments here at Rutgers the last couple of years. We saw in our open a big game winner against Providence, knocked off Syracuse last year.
Well, he's been a part of 7 victories against ranked teams in this building in the last 3 years. Part of the reason why this has become such a hostile place to play in the Big East.
Rutgers down just a 3.
Now you see a diamond and 1. Douby is guarding Andre Barrett man-to-man. He won't let him touch it.
Get it back to Allen. And he got away with steps. Sweet with a short baseline jumper's good.
Well, now if you're Gary Waters, you want to take a chance here. Do you stay with a defense that's going to keep Barrett from touching the ball and worry about other people like Sweet beating you? Sometimes a guy hitting a jump shot is the best thing that can happen for the defense because it's fool's gold.
Air ball by Douby after that bucket by Sweet gave him 10. Gary Waters thinking that ball may have gotten tipped. Gary Waters pleading in case that it got tipped, and a good sell job by Gary as Jim Burke conferred with Will Bush, and they said the ball got tipped, and he's going to go tell Louis Orr.
Well, I guess when you shoot the ball as well as Quincy Douby, you get the benefit of the doubt because it's very rare that he misses that badly.
And Jim wants to take a look, see if he's going to take a look at a replay or see what the running.
Take a look at it now. You see. Oh, I don't know.
Was tipped by Seton Hall. Rutgers has possession. The shot clock
I'm not sure about that one.
As I said, a good sell job by Gary Waters.
Yeah, and Quincy Douby. And that's what reputation does for you.
That's right.
Jim Burr saying there's no way he can miss it that badly.
Ramazana double team and got knocked out of bounds.
See, that time Ramazana was one-on-one temporarily. He took too long to make a move. He turned it over twice in the first half off of that double team.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Shields gets it to Exani. Hands the Shields with 4, with 3. They hedge on him. Great defense by the Hall. Oh, that almost went. Oh, man.
You call that a good look?
John Allen back the other way. They leave Toney-El open. High percentage shot, Whitney. Great execution. 7-point Seton Hall lead. Whitney's got 6.
Well, we talked about Marcus Toney-El. He only averages 7 points a game, but you saw right there the value of him moving the basketball and finding Kelly Whitney alone underneath.
Shields guarded by Allen. Forces the issue. Tough shot. Don't you know he made it? Are you kidding?
Well, this team takes tough shots, and more often than not in this building, they have a tendency of making them.
7 points for Ricky. 5 points. The deficit for Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Rutgers fans, I guess they got used to it. Here's Ricky Shields with a steal. Now we got a foul. What do we got? They're going to get Toney-El for the foul his second.
Well, it looked like Shields committed the first one with the reach-in. And then once the ball was poked loose, there was a foul. Louis Orr not agreeing with that call.
Just underway here in the second half. The Big East regular season finale for both of these clubs. Douby to Exani. Webb comes to get it. Ramazana in a heck of a battle with Sweet down low. Shields will fire with 12 on the shot clock. No rebound, Whitney.
Well, that time that shot was taken with nobody in the paint for Rutgers. They only had 5 offensive rebounds in the first half.
So Barrett throws something off to the side. Wristband that broke or something. Oh, nice step through. Lead for Sweet. Pump fake. Blew it, but the putback by Whitney's good.
Well, you saw the quickness of Andre Barrett curling into the lane, and that's a nightmare for the defense.
8 for Whitney. If he'd go to one guy for Rutgers, who would it be?
Well, they're trying to go to Douby, but Andre Barrett is not playing any help defense at all. So Lamazana is the guy that has to get open. But you see, this is what penetration into the lane can do for you. Exani's got to make a decision to come help on Barrett, and that leaves a 2-on-1 situation inside.
Second chance points right now. Seton Hall running away with it. That last Seton Hall foul was on John Allen, his first team third. Marquis Webb outside. Adrian Hill just came in for Exani. Lamazana found the open man Hill, and he powers in for the layup.
And that's the problem when you take Andre Barrett and put him on Douby and not help off of him, because once you double team, there's one less defender on the help side. Lamazana finding the open Hill.
Hervé's 4th assist. Whitney posting up on Hill, taking his time. Wheels, can't get it. Rebound goes to Lamazana, and they lost it out of bounds. Wonder who's he angry with?
Well, Andre
Sweet, the one that had his hand on the ball.
Andre Sweet got away with a push underneath.
Oh,
That was the reason for the consternation.
Oh, okay.
Keep your eye on Hervé Lamazana. Goodbye.
He got trapped door, didn't he?
Thanks for coming.
Hervé, I owe you one, pal. Now I understand. I was wondering what he was so upset for. Whitney thought he had it, couldn't regain it. Didn't have the string on it. 10 turnovers by Seton Hall right now. We're at the 16-minute media timeout. 5-point lead. Seton Hall. Rutgers fans still ready to erupt. Welcome back, everybody. 5-point lead for the Hall. 15:58 to go here in the second half. Fran Fraschilla, Dave Sims with you. Down low to Lamazana.
Well, you see the double team, but because of the fact that Andre Barrett is guarding Douby, there's one less guy in help position, and you see Barrett in your picture. Now the double team, and someone's got to drop to the basket. Toney-El is late. And that time, Hervé Lamazana with a good finish. And that's what happens when you try to take away Douby on the outside and then double team Lamazana on the inside. Not enough bodies to do that.
Andre Barrett, just 5 points. Lamazana is 7. Lamazana second to Shields on the Rutgers ball club, while Barrett leads Seton Hall in scoring coming in. High post to Lamazana. Dribble turn right back into a double team. Toney-El can't get the pass. Douby's got it to Lamazana, knocked out of his hands by Barrett, and it touched the end line. And Mike Kitts doing a nice job correcting himself. No beef from Barrett. Barrett not clearly knocked it on the end line.
Well, Andre Barrett showed great hands. He saved the basket. With his great quickness, you see him poking it loose. And that ball hit the line, and then Lamazana touched it.
Back to live action. A quick trigger by Douby. And Barrett took it in deep and paid a price.
Well, Barrett didn't have a passing angle, so he elected to take it to the hole. You'll see he's thinking pass right here, and now he goes to the hole. Good job of holding their ground. Quincy Douby blocked that shot, Dave. He's got the second longest wingspan behind Lamazana on this Rutgers team. Got an example of it right there.
Allen sets up outside to Sweet. They've done a pretty good job face guarding Barrett a couple of times during this game, and they've been running at him and challenging him like this all day. Tough shot. Bounce and then bounce. A tip no good. Rebound goes Adrian Hill.
Well, you sense the momentum switching to Rutgers' way, but they've got to be more efficient offensively to get this crowd back into it.
They're a deep three, a couple of deep threes and blowing the roof off of this place. Hill's wide open. They didn't see it. Up top, Douby. Quick trigger again. Bingo!
Well, you called it, and that started because of the double team in the post and a great kick out opposite that caused the long rotation by Seton Hall, and they left Douby open.
9 for Douby. Turnover. Rutgers ball with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Louis Orr says, hey now, let's call a timeout. 14:31 to go. The noise meter going towards full tilt here at the rack. And does anybody have a quicker release than this kid? It's up, gone, see ya. Take a timeout, 14:31 to go. And the rack is rocking. Rutgers down by 2 when we come back.
It's easy.
Welcome back, everybody. They are rocking and a reeling here at the rack. 2-point lead by Seton Hall. Time now for Shooting the Rock. And it is brought to you by Rock Green Light, a low-carb premium light lager with only 2.4 grams of carbs. And Shooting the Rock, Seton Hall, 2 for 8 from three-point range. Rutgers, 3 of 13. Numbers not pretty.
Well, quite a bit of that has been excellent defense. When you think about guarding Rutgers, you want to take away the three-point shot.
Tie or a lead coming up here for Rutgers. Here's Herbe. No, Hill tip foul on the back. And he knew it. First on Adrian Hill.
Well, you see what happens when you make a three. Now Louis Orr elects not to double-team Ramazana, and he got a good look at the basket.
Adrian Hill, his first. Team first for Rutgers. They go high post to Whitney. Barrett being guarded by Douby. And there's all kinds of close-in fighting down low. Mike Kitts made the call. And a forearm action by Hill is second.
Well, you got 3 very good traffic cops out here today. Will Bush, Jim Burke, Mike Kitts. They'll let some things go.
That's right.
And then other things they'll make sure they call so that the physicalness of the game does not escalate.
They'll let bumper cars go, but so much.
That's right. Collisions are out.
4th sellout of the season here at the rack. 8,109 in attendance.
Well, I've seen a lot of good basketball this year, Dave. I just keep getting reminded what a great basketball arena this is.
Yes, sir. I had the pleasure of being in Oklahoma State on Monday, and that may be the loudest arena I've ever been in, but this one's right in the neighborhood. Shot clock at 9. Exeni forcing Whitney to take a tough shot. You know what? He hit it. Kerry Waters almost broke his left foot, stamping it. 10 points for Whitney.
Well, that was fortuitous because Sean Exeni played good defense.
Nice leave. Exeni got the layup to go. It was an adventure, but it went. Back to a 2-point game. Exeni with 4 points on the afternoon.
Well, and Herve Ramazana has started to become the focal point of the Rutgers attack.
Boy, this is a far cry from the first meeting of Feb 7 at the Meadowlands, 85-58 Seton Hall. And some would say it wasn't that close. Barrett with 10 on the shot clock got bumped by Exeni a long way from the basket. Sean second. 3rd foul for the Scarlet Knights.
Well, that's good pick-and-roll offense. That's what we call a screen on the run by Kelly Whitney. And what happens is Sean Exeni doesn't get out there in time to show. He's not quite as nimble as the smaller Barrett. You defend Seton Hall, you got to defend the pick-and-roll and these curl cuts into the lane.
Toney-El will fire. Doesn't hit. Whitney kept it alive. Great job. Whitney comes up with it. Kelly Whitney doing those little things. Keep Seton Hall in possession. Barrett with a blow-by down the lane. Contact, offensive foul. He's going to score the bucket and the foul.
That very rarely happens that they count the basket, but if Andre Barrett releases the ball before the contact, the basket is good, and Ramazana with great position right here.
So at the 12:28 mark, Andre Barrett picks up his 3rd foul, and he's going to have to sit.
And you see that ball is released before the contact. So Jim Burke counts the goal. And in one way, it's a good trade-off for Rutgers because Andre Barrett sits down now.
Get him out of the game. He probably, what do you figure, Louis will bring him back, what, about the 6-minute mark?
With 3, probably earlier than that. Depends on how this game goes, obviously.
Okay. There's Webb outside. Rutgers with a window of opportunity and a good one. Webb trying to get it to Lamazana. Great D by Sweet with help from Whitney. Exani doesn't shoot it from out there. Leave it for Shields. Quick trigger. No. Rebound. Boy, it almost killed somebody in there. Douby almost got the steal. Sweet dribbles in below the foul line. What a great poised play by Andre Sweet. He's got 12.
Well, he's 6'6", 215. He can score down low, but he's an in-between forward, so he can handle it and knock down that mid-range jumper.
Douby got it. He can see over Copeland. That's not an issue there. Just a matter of getting him the ball. It's a 3-point game. Douby with 12. He's got 2 threes.
Well, he surprises you with that great release.
Copeland comes to get it, guarded by Douby. Gets a pick. Copeland lets fly. Tip. Sweet's got it. And he and Exani are tied up. Keep it right here. They're going to bring Hill back into the game, and J.R. Morris. A couple of guys that can bring some energy to the plate. But how about Andre Sweet? Good looking shot there to make it a 3-point lead. Seton Hall as we take a timeout. Seton Hall with a 3-point lead at the 11:02 mark here in the second half at Rutgers. Right now, let's take a look at the BMW ultimate drive of the game. It involves Andre Barrett because not only did he score, but he picked up his 3rd foul. And Rutgers done a good job holding him down today, Frank.
Well, they have. Good concentration right there when he makes the shot, but he has been the focal point of the Rutgers defense, and they have shadowed him. They've not given him a lot of space, and now he sits as Louis Orr goes with Donald Copeland.
7 points, 3 of 8 shooting for Barrett, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 fouls. Glad you could join us for Big East basketball, the regular season finale for both clubs. Along with Fran Fischella, I'm Dave Sims. 11 minutes to go first in the second half. Allen in the paint. Tough shot in traffic. They keep it alive. And here's Webb coming away for Rutgers.
Well, keep your eye now on Donald Copeland and Douby because Douby will get no space.
Copeland's quick, but Douby's got the height advantage. Nice delivery to Hill. Down low, block Billmeyer. Billmeyer got it. You see Copeland? Boy, Copeland shoved off and got away with it.
He sure did.
If they count that, let's see, foul before. But Copeland, like he was playing in the schoolyard, you know, the little guy fighting off big people, and he did everything, holding the guy back. What a job and no call.
It's okay to allow contact, but you can't impede someone's progress. And you see Copeland getting a little bit of an advantage right there.
3rd foul on Adrian Hill. Copeland took a shot that time. He was the one that hit the floor. Save Lamazana. That's a fine play. Oh, Jimmy Burr said he stepped out of bounds right at the Rutgers bench. I'll wipe out that play.
Well, Jimmy Burr right on top of it. Great hustle by Lamazana. You see that athleticism. And right there, good call, easy call, really.
Can't say enough about the job that Rutgers has done against Andre Barrett. Barrett torched him for 20 points on 7 of 14 shooting in that blowout win at the Meadowlands on February 7th. J.R. Morris had a productive first half. Back rims that one. Billmeyer, there should be a foul there. Yes, sir. Billmeyer. He was wedging the man off the ball. And he gets called for the foul, his 3rd, and here comes Andre Barrett.
Little bit of hand-to-hand combat. Good hustle right here by Hill and Billmeyer, but you see, I think Hill had his hand inside Billmeyer's jersey.
Is that right?
Scratching his chest.
Some good infighting there. John, if you're a football coach, you say, young man, what are you doing on Saturdays in September through November? Barrett set for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Hill with a jam. Nicely done from Webb. It's a 1-point game.
And because Douby can really shoot it, Billmeyer helped up on the downstream, and Hill slipped to the basket unmolested.
This is the greatest fear of teams in the Big East, that Rutgers would be like this all of the time. The rack. It is really loud, and here's Webb impeding the progress through the lane of John Allen.
Keep your eye on Billmeyer at the right of your screen. He shows up to help because Douby's such a dangerous weapon, and that leaves Hill open to slip to the basket. So Douby can get it done in other ways besides shooting a three.
Second foul on Marquis Webb.
And Jim Bird just kind of laying down the law right here. He's basically telling him, hey, we're letting you play, but there's a limit.
Right.
And he will get the game under control quickly if he needs to.
I don't mind a certain level of physicality.
Absolutely.
Morris off the curl. Can't get it. He's missed a couple. Big rebound by John Allen. They get a new clock. Douby guarding Barrett. Barrett's playing with 3 fouls. Seton Hall clinging to a 1-point lead, led by as many as 8 on a couple of occasions today. Allen below the foul line. Runner. Tough shot is good. Boy, under pressure, John Allen gives the Hall a 3-point cushion. He's got 13.
Well, he's very good at curling into the lane. The screener's man can only help so much, or his man will slip to the basket.
Allen foul off of the ball. And they get Hill. That'll be his 4th.
Well, you have to know in a game like this how much you can get away with. Adrian Hill played terrific at Virginia Tech earlier in the week, but got in foul trouble as well in that game.
Well, Sean Exani comes back. He has 2 fouls. Pirate fans making some noise, being hooted down by the Rutgers fans. Backdoor cut, nothing doing there. Exani. Here comes a break for Rutgers. Douby. Webb is open. That's a 3. Couldn't get it. The Hall with numbers. Nice run out. Morris has got it. Goaltending is called. The rebound, Whitney. That beautiful outlet by Barrett. That's how you get it up floor.
Well, that's a 3-man drill in practice every day, and a great look ahead by Andre Barrett. Nice job of J.R. Morris, who's always thinking score anyway to leak out.
5 points the margin for the Seton Hall Pirates. They go for Lamazana against Swede in traffic. Shot it short. Kept alive. Hervé got it back. Tie it up. Easy, easy, easy. Possession arrow. We'll keep it right here. Senior day. Hervé's last home game. He's a good competitor anyways.
When you see the inconsistency we talked about at the top, Hervé Lamazana point blank, he's got to make this shot. And then good hustle right here.
Lamazana 2 for 6 today, not getting a lot of shot opportunity. Joel Wiggin will come in. Douby will get a rest. Quincy Douby got 12 points, and that is team high. Webb with a height advantage on Barrett. Gives the Shields.
Tough shot.
You may want to add. Hey, Exani. Oh, that's a good job.
They got numbers now, Dave.
There's your hustle board play. He got mugged. Webb's going to shoot a couple. Well, that was a flurry, wasn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what, that was such a quick line drive shot. It bounced out, and when Exani tracked it down, got it ahead, Seton Hall had 2 defenders in the backcourt.
Boy, that quick line drive, somebody can get hurt with that shot. It comes off that hard 5-point lead for the Hall. It's with a 5-point lead at the 7:48 mark. Take a look at the Advanced Auto Parts upcoming schedule. It's all about the Big East tournament now. And win or lose today, Rutgers is the 8th seed. They're going to play Virginia Tech noon Wednesday. If Seton Hall wins, they are the 6th seed and play Wednesday night at 9 against Villanova, the 11th seed. If Seton Hall loses today, they're the 7th seed, and they play Wednesday at 7 p.m. against West Virginia, the 10th seed.
Well, Rutgers gets a chance to bounce back against Virginia Tech. Had a 15-point lead down there early in the week, squandered it away.
Had a chance to put it away with a late free throw. Nice look down low. Exani reverse from Lamazana.
Well, that's what we talk about when we say inconsistent, because he looks brilliant at times, shaky at times. That time a great pass.
Allen free, slips to Whitney. Three-point opportunity. John Allen was already ahead of that play. He saw the opening down the sideline, got the ball penetrated. What a great job that was. Third on Lamazana.
Keep your eye now. You see it was a pick and roll, so the confusion was inside with the two big guys. There's the dump off. Then Lamazana not getting in front of Whitney.
Kelly Whitney with a three-point play. He's only a 55% shooter at the line. 13 points today for Kelly. 6 points, the advantage for Seton Hall. They've led on a couple of occasions by 8. Rutgers has led just once, and that was at the beginning of the game, 2-0. Lamazana and Toney-El, what a battle. And Marcus going to lose that one.
And that'll put Hervé on the line for a 1-and-1.
Third foul on Marcus Toney-El. 17 foul, 1-on-1 in effect. Lamazana, decent free throw shooter at 67%. Hervé out of the Bigden in the Ivory Coast in Africa. Played at St. Patrick's High School in New Jersey.
Played for Kevin Boyle. Another one of those great coaches in northern New Jersey and New York that we talked about earlier.
Second free throw by Hervé is good. He's got 9. Averages 13.9. Andre Barrett way below his normal standards. Defense have had, got to be about, what, 4 guys have played him defensively today? Yep. Wiggins got him right now. They give it to Toney-El. They go down low to Whitney. Posting up. He's very patient down low. Shields got his hands on it. Knocked it out of bounds with 6 on the shot clock. Quincy Douby's going to come back for Rutgers. And Ricky Shields will take a seat.
Douby's going to go back, it looks like, and play Barrett. Quincy Douby's a guy that really has surprised people the way he's continued to improve his all-around game.
Douby got his hands on it.
He's got a long wingspan, Dave, and it makes it difficult for Barrett to do very much.
Ameritrade scoreboard shows that Kentucky blowing out Florida and Lexington, Connecticut and Syracuse starting in about 15 minutes or so. Barrett up top, got it blocked by Douby, put up by Whitney, by Sweet. Here's Rutgers down by 4. Boy, you heard the crowd groan. Lamazana thought about that 2 steps beyond the line. Douby gets it to Exani.
It'll be hard for Douby to get an open look now. Barrett, his only concern now is to try to keep him from touching it. That means Lamazana's got to go to work.
Shot clock at 9. Sweet, there's a double team. Wiggin, high off the glass and good. Joel Wiggin, not known as a scorer by any stretch, makes it a 2-point game.
Well, all because Lamazana took his time on the double team, and he had some space to find Wiggin.
And his fans in the stands on their feet now. Sweet rebound. Got the roll. Nicely done off the front rim.
Well, and that was unfortunate for Rutgers because Quincy Douby continues to do a very, very good job on Andre Barrett.
14 for Sweet. 4-point lead for the Hall. Approaching 5.5 to go here in regulation. Wiggin. Webb in traffic. That ball was partially blocked. That's going to count. Exani. Johnny on the spot.
Well, he does not wow you with statistics, but a very solid complimentary player for Gary Waters. Good job by Webb to get into traffic, and then a nice catch, and this is not easy. It's not as easy as it looks. He used the spin off the glass, floated home.
Johnny out of Red Bank, New Jersey. And detailed his academic accomplishments. Played high school ball with Maryland's Ty Holden.
Yep, seems like he's been around since 1989.
You bet. Missed the free throw. 2-point game. Well, we got a long way to go in a tight one. Rutgers trying to defend its home court where they've lost just once all season. That was to Connecticut. They were very much in that game. Barrett against Exani. Offensive foul, his fourth.
Well, we talked about Sean Exani. Douby was trying to get back into position. Barrett smelled that he had a crease in the lane. You see Douby trying to get back in front. And then good position as long as both feet are on the floor and you're in legal guarding position.
They get it up floor quickly. Rutgers looking to tie for the first time or lead for the first time in a long time. Wiggin sets up. Exani kept it alive. Exani ties it.
What a way to go out.
First tie since 14 all.
That's why they call it senior day.
Here's a steal. Irving. Hello. Timeout, Seton Hall. A 10-2 Rutgers run.
Well, keep your eye on Exani with the tip in. That's 3 plays in a row. And then the steal by Lamazana with the long arms and the flush.
4:38 to go. Rutgers trying to finish at 500 in the Big East. Gary Waters said we want to have a winning record. We want to defend the home turf. We want to go to the Big East tournament. We want to go to a postseason tournament.
Those are his goals.
Got a lot of checks. And the RPI 43. They were as high as 37 earlier in the week before that loss at Virginia Tech.
Well, that loss will come back to haunt them. But certainly they go into Big East tournament play with a chance to make some noise. But at worst, they are going to be in the postseason.
Well, you can bet if they do not go but so far in the Big East tournament, they're going to get an NIT game. It'll be a home game to pretty much take that to the bank. Fourth sellout of the season, 8,109 folks here in attendance. Barrett's back in the game.
Well, I just love the job Quincy Douby has done on Barrett today.
Sweet steps through. Left hand delivery is good. Andre Sweet, big time performer today. Team high 16 points.
Well, he's undersized for a power forward. He knows how to use his body.
Wiggin, 38% shooter, iron-free shot.
That's not one that you want to take in that situation.
4 minutes to go, tied at 56. Toney-El's got it. They go down low. Nice wheel and deal underneath. Sweet. No, tip is no good. Gonna be saved. It is. Douby's got it. Rutgers with a chance to take the lead again. We got to look for, based on who they have on the floor, I guess you want Douby, Lamazana, or Shield to be touching here, right?
Yeah, the difficult thing is Douby's not going to get an open look the way Barrett is playing them, but you can't double-team Lamazana as long as you're helping off of Douby.
Line drive, tough shot, weak side. Xana got that tip. Loose ball comes to Allen. Contact, what do we got? They're going to let him play. Barrett back the other way for Seton Hall. And Lamazana, boy, they're playing to get an advantage here as Wiggin stops the play. It's a good thing because Gary Waters out on the floor. Lamazana.
Well, I'm going to tell you now, I think Jim Burr's got this right because there was a good no call. Lamazana was just in the way. The ball was poked loose. Gary Waters wanted to charge. Wiggin fouled to stop the clock. Just keep your eye on this here. Now, there could have been a charge or a no call there.
That's fumbling the ball. Allen fumbled the ball.
And I think it's a good no call. Let them play. But then Wiggin decides to foul to stop the clock because Lamazana was lying on the ground. Gary Waters got a little too emotional.
1-and-1's in effect for both clubs. 18 fouls, Rutgers 9, Seton Hall.
I think Jim Burr felt that it could have been called a block, and because the ball was loose,
there's no player control.
He let it go. And then once Lamazana hits the ground, Wiggin thinks that he's got to stop the clock by fouling, which in that situation is probably not the right play.
Wiggin took a blow. He's limping. Goes off with
No technical foul.
like he hurt his left thigh. Jim Berg going over to explain to Gary Waters and Wiggin. Gary's going to win that argument.
I think what might have happened is that Gary Waters came on the court when the play was stopped to attend to Lamazana. Jim Berg, like I said earlier, very good traffic cop out there.
The tech was called on Gary, but they waved it off. Barrett at the line, a 75% shooter. Seton Hall, better productivity at the line. Tell you what, you better fasten the old seatbelts here. 3:12 to go in a 2-point New Jersey rivalry game. Regular season finale, senior day, so much riding on this, bragging rights. Seton Hall romped in the first matchup. Rutgers trying to hold serve here at home. They don't want any more than the one loss already on their ledger, trailing by 2. This ESPN Plus game is brought to you by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Guinness Draft Stout, enjoyed responsibly the world over. And by Infinity, makers of the full-side QX56. Passion's heating up as you would expect. Seton Hall and Rutgers. The Hall by 2, 3:12 to go as we check out the Guinness game summary. Both teams dead even shooting, +8 for Seton Hall. Second chance points, and look at the rebounds, +13.
Well, Andre Sweet has done a great job. He takes advantage of that quickness.
Lamazana, point-blank range, missed again. He's had a couple like that.
Well, he's going to get those looks because they've stopped double-teaming him in order to concentrate on Douby. Got to knock those down.
Barrett operating against Douby, turns the corner. Andre playing with 4 fouls. 15 shot clock, approaching 2.5 in the game. Got an opportunity, put it up, tied up by Exani. Keep it right here, says the possession arrow. 10 on the shot clock.
Well, we talked about Exani again, a guy that doesn't show up in the stats. His value to the team is more those simple plays, those help side defensive plays like the one he just made.
Barrett being harassed nicely by Douby. Allen, tough shot in the lane. Friendly roll. John Allen, 15 on the day. And he's got 4 here in the second half. Approaching 2 minutes to go in a 4-point game. Webb's got it. They get it to Lamazana with 14 shot clock. 2 minutes left in the game. Webb, tough one inside, drew the foul. Well done as he penetrated that defense.
And Webb stayed with it. Made sure that once he got into the air, Dave, that he got a body on the defender.
Marcus Toney-El's 4th foul. 10 team fouls, double bonus in effect.
Marquis Webb shooting 2.
Marquis Webb out of Patterson Catholic. Going to go to the line. 78% free throw shooter, back rimmed it.
And Marquis Webb missed a crucial free throw at Virginia Tech. But he has been a pleasant surprise this year for Rutgers.
Oh, tough break. Exani got it. Put it back up and in. He's got about 5 or 6 hustle plays in the last 3 minutes.
Great effort by Sean Exani. Doesn't get up very high, just great position and anticipation.
Back to a 2-point game with $1:40 to go. Here's Barrett. 15 shot clock, minute and a half game clock.
Well, I really like what Douby has done on Barrett.
Barrett playing with 4 fouls, so he'll have to be careful if he penetrates. Deep hoist. Oh, my goodness! in the heart.
Well, Douby gave him a little too much space.
Shields right back. Exani rebounds again. Here's Lamazana for three. He hit it.
Set up by Exani's offensive rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, Sean Exani's going to go out with a great final home game. Unbelievable. 6 for 9, 12 points, 7 rebounds. He must have a dozen hustle plays.
You watch now, Douby gets a little surprised because Barrett is back behind the NBA three. And keep your eye on it, Sean Exani. He gets the offensive rebound. Always a good opportunity to get an open three off an offensive rebound when the defense is scrambled. One thing for sure, Dave, Sean Exani's going to have some great job offers after he graduates.
Oh, man. Every time there's a loose ball, he's got it. The rack, it's a monster, all right. 39-8 the last three. Connecticut escaped earlier this year. Timeout situation. Seton Hall has a full and a 30. Rutgers has a full and 2 30s remaining. Just remarkable what they do in this building. A totally different team on the road.
That's right.
I mean, they can be, as we check out the game recently, Rutgers can be an absolute nightmare on the road. Saw him at Boston College a couple of weeks ago. Eminently forgettable performance.
Well, only 2 and 9 away from home, but 13 and 1 in the rack.
Good D here. 45 seconds to go. Toney-El's got it. A Hall by 2. Knocked out of his hands. Douby's got it. Douby behind the back. Gave it up. Exani kept it alive, but here's the Hall coming right back. 36 seconds to go. Allen, they give the foul, stopping the clock with 30 seconds to go. Douby just keeps going straight. At the worst, he's going to get fouled. It goes behind his back.
Well, he was trying to avoid traffic, and what would have even been better if he just picked up the ball. Great hands, but you see, he goes behind his back, loses it, and Andre Barrett with a great job before he hits the floor of getting rid of it. Great defense by Douby, but right here now you just got to come up with the basketball.
All about possession at that stage.
Absolutely.
Allen, 15 points, a perfect 6 for 6. 7 for 7 at the line. A 3-point Seton Hall lead.
Still plenty of time, Dave. There's no reason to shoot a contested 3. Even if you go down 4 right here, Gary Waters can take this 33.7 and turn it into 4 or 5 possessions.
Perfect day at the line for Allen. 8 for 8, a 4-point Seton Hall lead.
Louis Orr wanted to get a 30-second timeout. Wasn't able to get it. Gary Waters calls it himself.
Maybe some strategy here. Gary Waters, they have the ball. He and Rutgers have the ball. Down 4, 31-3 to go.
Well, they have the jump ball possession as well. You do not need to take a bad 3-point shot right here. The defense is conditioned to not want to foul. You get an opportunity to get it inside, either on the drive or post up to Lamazana.
Big East basketball, a beauty here at the rack. Seton Hall and Rutgers for the second time this season. Or Seton Hall rout the first time on February 7th. But this is a corker here. Longer frame for Schiller. Dave Sims here at the rack. 31-3 left on the clock. 4th sellout of the season. 81-09 in attendance. Defensively for Seton Hall.
Well, they have played man-to-man the whole game. They obviously want to make sure they play good position defense, contest any 3-point look. You're going to give up something. If Lamazana gets it inside, do not foul him, make him make a tough shot.
Rutgers from 3-point range today, 5 of 19. Shields 1 of 7. And Rutgers is the 3rd best 3-point shooting team in the league. Here's Lamazana for the win against Providence. A beauty and one they'll remember for a long time. That was on January 10th. That was 4 days after they lost a heartbreaker, a 75-74 contest to Connecticut. Take a look at our Cooper Tire Defensive Player of the Game at Sean Exani. 7 boards, a block, a steal, numerous tips. He's got 12 points, 6 of 9 shooting, 8 rebounds total.
He has been a fan favorite here at Rutgers, and certainly he's given the fans here a great memory.
Season high, 12 points. Douby got the look, hit it! It's a one-point game with 22-6.
Andre Barrett tried to go for the steal, and it turned out to be a bad play.
Barrett, double team. What do we got? A timeout called with 17-9 to go in this one-point game. How about Quincy Douby? You talk about a young man. Woo!
Well, you see what happens. Andre Barrett gambles, and in gambling, he really hurts the defense because Quincy Douby needs very little time to get the shot off.
Douby on the afternoon with 15 points. He's got 3 threes. He's 3 of 5 from beyond the arc.
Well, I really like his poise. You know, he doesn't take a lot of bad shots.
He's got unbelievable range.
Unbelievable range and a great release. And if you're Andre Barrett, you need to know better right there. We talked about position defense. And just by gambling and taking yourself out of position, you open yourself up to a
low percentage play.
Absolutely.
As we check out the game reset. Seton Hall can stop it one more time. Double bonus in effect for Rutgers, as it will be for the Hall on the next Rutgers foul. And Rutgers has 2 30s left. Move that stanchion out of the way. And Rutgers going to call another timeout. The thought behind that was?
Well, he wanted to see how they were set up. You know, I think what they're going to do is try to steal it quickly and foul anyway. Not sure if you want to waste a timeout there because you can use that timeout in this 17-9 to really stretch the game out.
Here's your Seton Hall tournament resume. Key wins against the Cuse, Providence, and Pittsburgh. West Virginia, Notre Dame, a couple of key losses. West Virginia, boy, I give John Beilein a lot of credit. He throws his best player off the team, finishes 7-9, and they're going to the Big East tournament.
Well, John Beilein has started from the junior college level up to small college at Lemoyne, Canisius, Richmond. And they've got a real winner at West Virginia.
So Barrett, J.R. Morris, John Allen, Andre Sweet, and Marcus Toney-El for Seton Hall. Marquis Webb, Sean Exani, Irving Lamazana, Ricky Shields, and Quincy Douby as we check out Seton Hall in the standings, trying to get to double-digit victories. One-point game, 17-9 left on the clock.
Someone might be open near the basket, Dave, if someone breaks to the goal.
Get it in the backcourt. They go to Barrett, and they give the foul to Shields with 15-7 on the clock.
Well, good quick foul. Again, Gary Waters can turn this into 3 possessions now.
That's his third of the 10.
Seton Hall having an outstanding day at the free throw line. 12 of 13. They've made their last 9, and Andre Barrett's a perfect 2 for 2. Barrett's on the season, number 7 in the conference. Beg your pardon, that's number 5 in the conference. And here's Barrett, big spot, up by 1. Clutch.
And you know, he hasn't had his best game today, obviously, but certainly you want him on the line in this situation. He's had a great 4-year career. Played for Mo Hicks at Rice High School in Manhattan. A lot of people thought he was too small. One of the top point guards in the country.
Back rims that one, Exani rebounds. Got a life here. 2-point game, 10 seconds, timeout Rutgers. Oh, don't even think about going away. Rutgers can win it with a triple, tie it with a deuce. You looking Lamazana, Douby, who are you looking for?
Well, I think you got to see how Seton Hall is going to play Douby. It may be that Webb is the guy that starts the penetration and then makes the play. But if Lamazana does get it, he's versatile enough, Dave, to shoot the ball from outside and also post up inside. It's the last time out for Gary Waters.
Well, if Rutgers hits a game winner here, just sit back and listen to the noise, because it will be like a tsunami. It's going to be unbelievable.
Well, Seton Hall has 1 timeout, so it'll be interesting to see if Rutgers scores. I would think the clock will be low enough But they will not have time to advance it off the dribble. We need about 4 seconds to go coast to coast.
Who's your guess? Who's going to take the shot?
I think it's going to be Douby with the ball, trying to hit a floater if he can't get the three.
The pick and daddle is going to be set here by Exani at some point. Let's see. Exani gets it to Webb. Webb's going to take it for the game. Couldn't get it. Exani kept it alive. He kept it alive again. Shields, put it up. This will go. No good. And Seton Hall survives. And they sweep the series here in New Jersey.
Well, they got a great look at it. Webb had the point blank look from three to win it, but it didn't go down.
Seton Hall holds on to win by the final of 66-64.
You see right here, I second-guessed myself because I had Webb the first time, but they did a great job, Seton Hall, keeping the ball out of Lamazana's hands and Douby's hands.
Yeah, you couldn't find Douby, and you couldn't find Lamazana.
Marquis Webb got a good look at it as well.
Pirate fans are screaming at the Rutgers fans. NIT, hence the rivalry. It will continue. Fran, as always, a pleasure. Good to see you. For everybody here at our ESPN Plus crew, thank you so much for joining us. What a good game here. It's Rutgers falling just short. Seton Hall wins at 66-64. This has been a presentation of ESPN Plus, the worldwide leader in collegiate sports television. Have a good day, everybody.